Have you ever pondered the potential fate of our African megacities as the Earth's temperature rises? The rising global temperatures are the main cause of the current environmental crisis, which is posing a serious risk to the future of many African coastal cities. Today, we will be on a journey across Africa. Our focus will be on the 10 most threatened African cities on the verge of submersion due to rising sea levels in the coming decades. These cities are in danger due to melting ice at the North and South Poles because of climate change. We'll explore the distinct challenges each city faces, the causes behind their potential sinking, and the consequences if timely action isn't taken to curb this. Importantly, for those living in these cities, if you're planning to buy land or make property investments in these areas, you must watch this video. The city at spot number 10 is Lekki Peninsula, Lagos, Nigeria. Lekki and its environs are, unfortunately, witnessing a constant rise in sea levels, which will hamper its fast-paced growth. The city's coastal location, while scenic and strategic, is a double-edged sword that future water and flood catastrophes will disrupt. Cruising our way down to southern Africa, at 9th place, we zoom into the charming city of Maputo, Mozambique. Maputo, a city that hums with life, is renowned for its vibrant culture that is as colorful and lively as the city itself. However, the prosperity and growth of this great coastal metropolis are under the looming shadow of ocean disaster. Climate change, a global menace that is wreaking havoc on our planet, is threatening to wipe this beautiful city off the map. Furthermore, increased incessant flooding, another alarming effect of climate change, is making the situation worse. Rising sea levels, a direct consequence of global warming, should particularly be a great worry to Maputo's coastal dwellers and town planners. The city, which is already susceptible to flooding due to its geographical location, is facing increased instances of such natural disasters. The repercussions of these climatic changes spell potential disaster for this vibrant coastal metropolis. As we move deeper into our countdown, we are reminded of the crucial role that each of us has to play in combating climate change. Number 8 escorts us to the captivating land of Pharaoh's Egypt. Here we find ourselves in Alexandria, a gem of a city steeped in rich history and an unforgettable charm. This is a city that has had its fair share of momentous events and evolution, having been through the rise and fall of great empires, the sweep of civilization's transitions, and the constant churn of change. This city was once the capital of knowledge and wisdom, a beacon in the ancient world that attracted scholars, philosophers, and explorers alike. Its breathtaking architecture, resplendent with the wisdom of centuries past, tells tales of times gone by. Alexandria, with its deep historical roots, has managed to endure the test of time, preserving its precious heritage despite the numerous invasions, wars, and natural disasters it has faced. This city, with its magnificently preserved relics, offers us a rare glimpse into the past. It's a living, breathing museum that holds within its bounds stories of unparalleled courage, grandeur, and intelligence. However, Alexandria now faces a poignant and uncertain future. An insidious and relentless menace lurks on its horizon. This threat is not of war or conquest, but of nature itself. The encroaching Mediterranean Sea, fueled by the melting polar ice caps, is threatening to submerge this ancient city under its stormy waves. The threat is not immediate, but it is real, and it is growing, casting a heavy shadow over the future of this historic city. This threat to Alexandria underscores the larger issue of climate change that the world is grappling with. It is a stark reminder of the urgency to combat global warming and the necessity to protect our historical treasures. As we stand at the precipice of losing this treasure trove of history, we realize the importance of global efforts in environmental sustainability. Number 8 ends, leaving us with the ominous prospect of the Mediterranean Sea threatening to submerge this ancient city, the beautiful Alexandria. Next, at number 7, we spotlight Accra, Ghana. This vibrant city, nestled against the shores of the Gulf of Guinea, has a vibrant spirit that symbolizes the energy and dynamism of Africa. It is a city teeming with life, where the rhythm of local music beats in sync with the heartbeat of its people. And its streets buzz with vibrant markets, filled to the brim with colorful textiles, handcrafted artifacts, and the delicious aroma of local cuisine. Accra's coastal location, however, leaves it in a precarious position. Resting on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, this magnificent city faces the very real threat of the Earth's rising sea levels. It's a reality that looms large over its people, casting a long shadow on the city's future. As the waves lap at its shores, a palpable sense of urgency can be felt. The city's architects, engineers, and city planners are striving to build a resilient infrastructure that can withstand the tide of change. They are engaged in a race against time as they address the challenge of preserving the city's rich cultural heritage while safeguarding it from the devastating effects of climate change. The city's survival hangs in the balance as global temperatures continue to soar. In the face of this daunting threat, Accra stands resilient, its people united in their determination to protect their city. They understand that the survival of Accra does not merely represent the survival of a city, but the survival of a rich tapestry of culture, heritage, and humanity. Facing the tumultuous tides of change, Accra stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to human resilience and an inspiration to cities worldwide facing similar threats. The story of Accra is a story of survival, and it is a story that continues to unfold as the world watches and waits. At number 6 we have Daresalam-Tanzania. This bustling metropolis teeming with life and culture is nestled on the eastern coastline of the vibrant nation of Tanzania. The city is known for its dynamic energy, rich history, and its distinctive Swahili influence. However, behind the city's enticing allure lies a significant environmental concern. Its geographical location, a low-lying area, makes it an inviting target for frequent and often devastating floods. These are not just any floods, but ones amplified by the growing threat of global climate change. A silent offender, climate change is gradually reshaping the world as we know it, and unfortunately Dar es Salaam is one of the cities bearing the brunt of this change. As you navigate through the city's streets and alleys, you cannot help but notice the daily struggle of its residents. Endeavoring to make ends meet while battling against the relentless encroachment of floodwaters, their resilience is palpable in the air. The problem they face is not a mere inconvenience, but a life-altering challenge that tests the city's spirit and grit. The Indian Ocean, once a symbol of trade, prosperity, and exploration, has now turned into a nemesis for the city. The sea levels are rising at an alarmingly accelerated pace, and the future seems uncertain for Dar es Salaam. Amid the trials and tribulations, however, the spirit of the city remains undeterred. The city's resilience is tested as the Indian Ocean's water levels rise alarmingly. Halfway through our countdown at number 5, we have Banjul, Gambia. An enchanting city of approximately 40,000 residents, Banjul is known for its exotic wildlife, vibrant culture, and rich history. It lies on St. Mary's Island, set at the junction where the Atlantic Ocean greets the Gambia River, creating a picturesque scene that captivates every visitor. The city is a spectacular blend of old and new, where tradition meets modernity. Its narrow streets are lined with colorful, low-rise buildings, evidence of its colonial past, while its bustling marketplaces exhibit a vivid sense of the present. Banjul's local markets like Albert Market are brimming with local crafts, textiles, and fresh produce, pulsating with the rhythm of daily Gambian life. Yet, beneath this vibrant cityscape, a looming threat shadows Banjul. The city has found itself on the front lines of the global battle against climate change. Its geographical position, situated at the mouth of the Gambia River, makes it particularly vulnerable to the effects of global warming. Climate scientists are sounding the alarm. Their forecasts paint a grim future. The city is witnessing a significant increase in sea levels and frequent river flooding. These disastrous events not only pose a threat to the city's infrastructure and economy, but also potentially disrupt the unique ecosystem of the region, endangering the wildlife that calls Banjul home. The scenarios unfolding have placed Banjul in a precarious position. As the city grapples with this emerging crisis, local and international environmental agencies are making concerted efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change and safeguard the city's future. Despite these measures, the risk level remains high and the ramifications for Banjul are dire. As we move forward in our countdown, it's crucial to keep in mind the story of Banjul, a city brimming with life, culture, and history, but teetering on the edge of an existential crisis. This city, nestled at the mouth of the Gambia River, is at high risk of becoming submerged due to rising sea levels and increased river flooding. Number 4 brings us to Monrovia, Liberia. Nestled on the western coast of Africa, Monrovia is a city that commands attention. Its vibrant culture and rich history, dating back to the 19th century, make it a fascinating hub of tradition and modernity alike. Named after US President James Monroe, the city has always held a significant place in the tapestry of global progression. Monrovia is not just a city, but an embodiment of resilience, having weathered numerous storms, both figuratively and literally. It's a city where old-world charm meets the energy of a young population, a city bathed by the Atlantic Ocean's waves. The local markets bustle with vibrant hues of traditional African textiles, and the air echoes with the rhythmic beats of Liberian music, telling tales of their rich cultural heritage. However, this magnificent coastal city faces a daunting challenge. For centuries, it has stood firm against the odds, but now it confronts a threat that could diminish its very existence. Today, Monrovia is on the front lines of a global crisis, rising sea levels. The city, with its elegant colonial structures that tell tales of a bygone era, is being relentlessly assailed by the encroaching tide. This ticking time bomb, set in motion by climate change, threatens to wash away not only physical structures but also the rich tapestry of history and culture. The impact of climate change is a stark reality, and its effects are becoming increasingly clear, particularly in coastal cities like Monrovia. Scientists and global leaders unanimously concur on the urgent need for action. Yet the wheels of change move slowly, and the clock is ticking. The sea, indifferent to the pleas of mankind, continues to inch closer to the city's doorstep. Climate change threatens to erase centuries of history in the blink of an eye. At number 3, we have Dakar, Senegal. This captivating West African city, located on the Cape Verde Peninsula, is a bustling metropolis that thrives on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. Known for its vibrant culture, beautiful beaches and colorful markets, Dakar is a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit. But there is a shadow looming over this pulsating city, the relentless adversary of climate change. The city's geographical position on a low-lying peninsula marks it as especially susceptible to the devastating impacts of global warming. It's as if this vibrant cityscape, brimming with life and culture, has been painted onto a canvas of fragility. Its beauty, steeped in a rich history, now battles against a threatening future, a future shaped by rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and increasingly volatile climate conditions. Over the years, climate change has begun to impose its destructive power on Dakar. The rising Atlantic Ocean laps at the city's shores, eroding the coastline and encroaching further onto the city's precious land. Each day, the growing tides nibble away at the city's edges, inching their way closer to its heart. The city's infrastructure, its inhabitants, and its very existence are under constant threat from these relentless tidal invasions. The people of Dakar are resilient, but the city's future hangs in the balance. The rising sea levels, the harsh weather events, and the increasing coastal erosion are all climate change impacts that could potentially transform this vibrant city into a mere memory. The Atlantic Ocean, once the city's lifeblood, now threatens to reclaim its shores, signifying a battle between nature and mankind that could alter the city's fate forever. Number 2 sets our journey in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. This bustling city is not just another dot on the map. Its significance goes beyond borders, marking it as a regional economic powerhouse. Nestled on the southern shores of Africa, Abidjan is a city that breathes life into the Ivory Coast. A city that's known for its lagoon, beaches and towers that scrape the sky. It stands as a beacon of prosperity in West Africa. But today, this thriving metropolis finds itself standing on unstable ground. An invisible foe, silent yet unforgiving, inches closer to the city with every passing day. This adversary is none other than the encroaching Atlantic Ocean. Its vast and relentless tides are now a cause for concern, a symbol of an impending catastrophe. The Atlantic Ocean, one of the world's most majestic bodies of water, has begun flexing its muscles. Rising sea levels, a global issue resonating worldwide, are threatening to swallow the city's grandeur and prosperity. This threat isn't just about losing land, it's about the potential disruption of a thriving economy and the lives it sustains. The impending danger is real, and the city is starting to feel the weight of it. The once vibrant and bustling cityscape now bears an underlying tone of anxiety. The lively markets, the busy ports, the towering skyscrapers all stand in apprehension of the rising tides. These rising sea levels are more than just an environmental issue for Abidjan. They pose a significant threat to the city's prosperity and survival. The city's battle with the Atlantic is not just about preserving the present, it's a fight for the city's future, a fight to protect the dreams and hopes of its people. The fate of Abidjan is hanging in the balance. Rising sea levels pose a significant threat to the city's prosperity and survival. Finally, at number 1, we have Lagos, Nigeria. Here we find ourselves in the heart of Africa, a continent known for its diverse landscapes, vibrant cultures, and compelling history. But it's Lagos, Nigeria that we'll focus our attention on. This sprawling megacity is more than just a bustling metropolis filled with towering and teeming millions. It's also a city rich in history, steeped in culture, and buzzing with an energy that is undeniably infectious. Yet beneath all this vibrancy and vitality, Lagos bears a somber distinction. It is Nigeria's economic hub, the lifeblood of the nation's economy, pumping with commerce, industry, and trade that extends beyond its borders, reaching out to connect with partners, investors, and markets around the world. However, this city's lifeline, its pulse, is under siege. The relentless march of climate change is threatening to submerge this bustling megacity that is already wrestling with its fair share of urban challenges. The African city finds itself in the perilous crosshairs of rising sea levels. The majority of Lagos sprawling across coastal plains, much of the city lies less than 2 meters above sea level. This precarious geography paints a worrisome picture. The city's vibrant streets, its bustling markets, its towering skyscrapers, its invaluable heritage, all potentially underwater. Imagine the profound implications on the city's infrastructure, economy, and its people. The stakes, therefore, couldn't be higher. Hence, Lagos stands as a stark reminder of the urgent need for comprehensive climate action, a beacon of the threat and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The fight is on, the clock is ticking, and every second counts. Host, we've seen the harsh reality of these 10 African cities under the throes of climate change. It's clear that our collective support is needed for policies to tackle global warming. Every action, however minuscule, counts. The fate of these cities and ultimately our world is precariously balanced. Climate change isn't a distant menace, it's a pressing crisis that commands our focus. It's high time we respond. Investing in properties here necessitates meticulous evaluation, and implementing safety measures is crucial. We aspire this revealing video acts as an alarm bell, and jointly we can contribute to protecting these cities for posterity. Do you reside in these cities? How do you perceive your city's future considering its burgeoning populace? Are there any noticeable climate-driven changes or warning signals in your city? How are you addressing them? We value your views and feedback. Please share your comments below. If you find our video interesting, please like and share this content to your friends. By so doing, you could be helping someone make informed, climate-smart decisions that could safeguard our cities and future generations. Thanks for watching.